once again, the Miami Heat facing off against the Boston Celtics in the NBA playoffs. And it's presented by Google Pixel, the first round presented by ESPN Bet. A spectacular sunny day for the Boston Celtics. A long 82-game season. They were dominant. They now face off against a rival and a familiar foe, a banged-up rival, but a team that you can never underestimate. Right now, let's listen to Jason Taylor. Bases in basketball. Playoffs presented by Google Pixel. Between the Knicks and the Sixers, and our first round is presented by ESPN Bet. Joel Embiid is back after missing so many games with knee surgery, but there are now high hopes once again.
2-1 series lead as we welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the first round presented by ESPN Bet. This building getting ready to go as we take a look at the Eastern Conference playoff bracket. Boston a 2-1 edge on Miami. Cleveland and Orlando knotted up at 2 games apiece. Indiana looking to take a 3-1 lead later tonight. And Philadelphia hoping to even things up with the Knicks.
It has started, and welcome everyone to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the first round presented by ESPN Bet. From Indianapolis, Game 3, the Pacers hosting the Milwaukee Bucks. Tyrese Halliburton playing in his first home playoff game as we take a look at tonight's starting lineup.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the first round presented by ESPN Bet. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, Game 1, the 4-5 matchup in the East.
We welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the first round presented by ESPN Bet. The Magic, the Cavs, Game 6 about to get underway. Cleveland, the 3-2 series lead as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Modelo.
Here we go. It's time for the Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers, the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel, the first round presented by ESPN Bet. A beautiful day in Cleveland. It's always a beautiful day for playoff basketball. And a sellout crowd at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. They are loud. They watched their team fall short in Game 6 in Orlando. They packed the place here this afternoon, hoping their team advances to the second round.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. The Lakers and the Nuggets. Game 1. It's the first round presented by ESPN Bet. Denver trying to become the first franchise in 30 years to win its first 2 titles consecutively. Ready to begin defense tonight. Only 2 7 seeds. It's Game 4 between Denver and the Lakers as we welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the first round presented by ESPN Bet. The Lakers, one of the winningest franchises in NBA history, but this is the 10th time they have trailed a series 3-0. They have never won a Game 4 in those 20 years as we welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the first round presented by ESPN Bet. From Target Center here in Minneapolis, the Phoenix Suns, led by a couple of Quasars, KD and Booker, taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves as we take a little bit of inventory. A huge weekend of basketball here on ESPN and ABC. Tomorrow on ABC, it's the Clippers-Dallas. Meanwhile, a huge one tonight as the Lakers try to snap that 8-game losing streak against the reigning champions.
Lead as we get ready for Game 3. We welcome you to by Google Pixel. ESPN Bet. Minnesota, a 2-0 series lead. Winner of this series will face the winner of Denver-Los with Game 4 in the last 5 seasons. And we welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the first round presented by ESPN Bet. Taking a look at our Western Conference playoff bracket, Minnesota and Denver have taken 1-0 series leads. Later on tonight, it'll be the top-seeded Thunder against the 8th-seeded Pelicans as we welcome
runs and trying to throne the defending champs. It's the NBA playoffs between the Los Angeles Clippers and Dallas Mavericks, and it's presented by Google Pixel. Our first round presented by ESPN Bet. Kawhi Leonard returned in Game 2, but the Clippers lost at home. As the Mavericks even up this series, Luka Magic on full display in that second game. And we're tied at 1 as we get set for Game 7. It's the Los Angeles Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA playoffs, and it's presented by Google Pixel. The first round presented by ESPN Bet. The winner of this series will play Oklahoma City. That series will start on Tuesday. The other West semifinal starts tomorrow. What matchup that is? Minnesota playing at Denver.
We welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the East semifinals delivered by Chipotle. Getting ready for the start of action. Game 2 of this best-of-7 series. The Celtics a 1-0 series lead on the Cavaliers as we take a look. We welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the East semifinals delivered by Chipotle. A gorgeous sunset off Lake Erie as we take a listen into Jaylen Brown with.
Here we go. It's time for Game 3 between the New York Knickerbockers and the Indiana Pacers in the NBA playoffs. And it's presented by Google Pixel, the conference semifinals delivered by Chipotle. They love their basketball here in Indiana, and they're packing in the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, a sellout crowd. Here we go. It's time for the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers in the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. And the conference semifinals delivered by Chipotle. Packed house at the beautiful Gainbridge Fieldhouse as we get set for Game 4. It's that time again. The New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers in the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. The conference semifinals delivered by Chipotle. Here in Indianapolis, fans have waited all day to pack the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and it will be packed and it will be loud as they hope this is not the last time they get to cheer on their Pacers. And throughout this series, both buildings here in Indiana. It is now time for Game 7 between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. The playoffs presented by Google Pixel and the conference semifinals by Chipotle. Crowd flocking in. Boy, ticket prices have skyrocketed. It's an impossible ticket. It's an expensive ticket.
It's Game 2 between the Mavericks and the Thunder as we welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the West semifinals delivered by Chipotle. A sold-out Paycom Center in Oklahoma City where the Western Conference's #1 seeded Thunder look to take a 2-0 series lead. With the series tied 1-1, it's Game 3 between the Thunder and Mavericks as we welcome you to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the West semifinals delivered by Chipotle. A packed American Airlines Center. Dallas now with home court after the Mavs stole Game 2 48 hours ago in Oklahoma City. Game 6 as we welcome you to the NBA playoffs, presented by Google Pixel. It's the West semifinals delivered by Chipotle. Inside the house that Dirk built. Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavs. His own gym back on Monday night in Game 2. It's the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. Welcome everyone to Minneapolis for the Western Conference semifinals delivered by Chipotle. As we take a look at some of the inventory in the playoffs so far, before Oklahoma City's loss, only them and Minnesota had been the only undefeated teams in the playoff.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. It's the West semifinals delivered by Chipotle. Game 6 at Target Center.